That's all gold boards and motherboards and gold-plated boards and other good stuff. And that. These are some better monitors. Last week or a couple weeks ago, took apart probably a total of 20, if not more, of these exact ones. And so those are nice chunky boards in those. This is probably 20 pounds for a monitor. In the place right down the road, they throw away anywhere from like 50 to 100 every couple of months. And then there's loose ones that they toss out too. So they just don't want to deal with this. And then they also like repair stuff and something that's just not worth it to them. Their time to take this apart and get the wires, no, they're taking apart stuff that, they're 10-pound high telecom boards. They're getting that chunky weight right there. All this micro stuff, this is scrap and board value. This is still probably $15, maybe $20. That's another one I just found in the trash. They're worthwhile to do. So there's aluminum, there's plenty of aluminum. A lot of these backings that the circuit board and the frame and everything would all be on. A lot of those are aluminum. Inside these are all going to be steel, right? So the better quality stuff, medical. It's that I didn't really need. Life is life, I know. But there's a lot of these guys out there. I don't want to deal with bugs right now. Nothing running around there. All right. This one I did not like. Yes, this is the hex one. And I don't remember. Yeah, that's not the one. Yeah, I think I had to use this. There are two things to master to be a rock. Yeah. It's so easy. Yet so complex. It's mastery of two principles. To kick it up and to break it down. It gets difficult and there's a lot of equations and analytical geometry to get between those two. We've spent years on the road in the bus figuring these theorems out. We have finally tapped into the juice of the matter, right, Tom? So we're in the breakdown right now. We're about to demonstrate our mastery of the kick it up and break it down and the transition between the two. Are you ready? Here we go. Take back your life. Let me inside. We'll find the door. Yeah, I gotta get this. Hey, cool. Another person. Drop a 1 if you want me to keep taking this apart. I'm still here after that bad joke. Did you say New York? I thought they were in. I don't think they were. Maybe they are. House of Blues. I think that's what it was. I hope so. It's because it's on permanently on that CD. If it's not, damn it. I wish these would come up when they're supposed to. I think there's got it. Hold on. Yeah, they get much stuff yesterday. I mean, I processed it all, whatever it was, in the span of maybe an hour. A handful of, well, actually, it was a bunch, maybe a pound of solid core, a whole older style, all copper. All you have to do is disconnect like the little lever thing, the pure drop old mowing. Just take the little things apart, and it's all copper. One of those, more copper tube, some thicker, maybe 10 gauge, thick copper wire. Not much of it, but 6 inches, whatever. It's enough. Didn't pay anything for it. They had a whole freaking container of aluminum cans. I just crushed that whole container down the other day. Yeah, this was first time I did these. I think I only did a couple. And that, yeah, I know I did a video where I took like 15 of these things apart. Like 4 or 5 hours. If each one was $15, it's $200 in scrap, roughly minimum. Even if it's 10. No matter which the math is, it's still $150, $200 in just those 15. The boards I have not sold yet. That's all added up, but I did the generic math on weighing stuff up and getting prices. And this is all with hand tools. If I have power tools, these will all be done. They would have been done way sooner. I don't have room for most of the stuff I have here. Let alone a chest of power tools and this and that. Make do with what you've got, what you have the room for. So I don't remember there being any right there. Yeah, I'll have to put that that monitor that has an ants in it. Just put it in one of these other tubs that's outside that's got water in it. And drown them. They'll find their way out, and they won't be going back in that if it's in water. All right. Yeah, so this thing was just a real little speaker. It wasn't really worth the while or the time to to take that out to get that wee little bit of wire. So these ones, they have a sheen to them, but not like this gold. But these are still going to be a high-end board. Gold connector in. Yeah, so that board I'll cut right there. I'll keep that on there. I'm going to wire right now. Yeah, there are a bunch of these. All right, let's worry about the stuff that's easier to get. Kind of sounds like chili peppers. These things. Copper. So these would be high. So I'll keep that gold connector on there. Or at least I have these with the other ones that are like this. But still, all right. No. Why? So how about if I remove the ones that need done now? There's a right tool for the right job. It's right there, right beside your arm. Hello, all 2 other people. Well, I guess hello to everyone, really, if you can hear me. Seeing how I hello. Is there anybody in there? Yeah, I can go back. So I have this one, and the other one that has the articulating arm. I've taken a lot of these apart. I don't remember any of those being like that. Good thing is that most of these smell like disinfectant, so they smell, they don't smell like trash. Got some war wounds now. That's some war wounds. I forget the total amount. I got well over 200 stitches. It's me battling my battle wounds with gravity and physics and Mother Nature. Oh man, that was so fucking worth it. Forgot about that. All right. So this is the gold board. Gold down here. These gold resistors, I'm gonna guess, whatever they are. These are probably brass. Yep. I'll just go in ribbon wire. I'll go into ribbon wire. If these are copper, they're cool. If not, they're in with ribbon wire and they can extract something from it. Not mine anymore. I can hear it clicking. There it is. Yeah, I had to take those out. This one. Looks like whatever that stuff is. Grody. I have no idea why that's all. Like, is that UltraSound gel goop stuff? Scoreboard. Take these out, peel this back, get this aluminum. Sheet of aluminum. Well, that's what it is. Sheet of aluminum. Up at the yard I go, all aluminum, zinc, tinnable, you know, the tin stuff, not the pure tin. Not the pure tins. All that goes in as one. Cast, extruded, cans, 50 cents a pound. Oh, mother. Let's go give these ants a bath. A little bit of copper. All right. Forgot about Mr. Aluminum. I just took it toward the table. So these two, this two looks like it might be for the pivot arm. Is not spring tension needed. And screw right there. Screws right there. So start the disassembly. Stainless. I mean, they wouldn't make them out. Well, they can make them out of brass, but see, that feels just too rigid. All super shiny stainless. It's like a chiropractor grabbing your leg to put it around your back. What? I've been a chiropractor, man. Where I start going, I feel good, and it just not yet. Oh, don't be that. All right, well, I know I'll have enough tension on it. Oh, that's really that loose? Wow. Are they really? All right. So all I did was expose the plastic. Good job, Derek. You didn't do much. Okay. So that's aluminum. And this is plastic. So this is all aluminum. This is, I mean, that's probably be steel. Might be. That is not. That's stainless. Steel. That mold is probably aluminum. That's probably stainless. So that's just one whole aluminum chunk. And then if I get this off, this just one whole freaking aluminum arm. Then that'd be great. So far, I just proved myself wrong with that. Let's see how you come apart. There's a set pin. Wife just messaged me if I slept well. It's Father's Day. I'll keep that conversation right there. So is that? I mean, I could probably, since most of all of it, if this is where the that steel ends, that's just it. Then this is just one big old chunky piece of chunky aluminum. First, some more wire, dual connector ends. So let's this one too. Yeah, besides maybe like these hinges. And there's it's a big hex. I don't think I have to get a socket for that. And that just holds that track in. Okay. If I can get all the way down to this, separate those off of that, and that disconnects all this. This is also aluminum. And this is one of those to where, with the tools I have, I can't get underneath that. But the rest of it is aluminum. The amount of steel that's within here is so minimal in comparison. So, let's see what it looks like underneath. Go under the hood. And at the scrapyard up here, I mean, that amount of steel and stainless contamination that's in it, it's acceptable. And I could smell so they had some, might have been arborvitae bushes in the dumpster as well, on top of these couple monitors that there were, and the little bits that I got. And I could still smell the evergreen smell. All right. Well, that braces that. There's that. 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 So that means there's a nice circuit board down there. Some more gold connector ends. So this thing, it can't be held on by that. But let's see. Man, if you need a good VESA mount, I thought they came out. So this is all steel. All that. I wonder. But aside of that, that's 8-10 pounds of aluminum. You know, they're going to take that as straight up aluminum. If I can get that off, that'd be cool. But that's a good little chunk. First one of those I've come across. Now that's out of the way. See? I mean, that's also why I can still smell it. There's one right there, too. It's nice Sony gold board. Probably another gold contact in there. That nice one down there. Maybe. More bugs. See, here's one of those gold chips. I was watching Scrap It All. Today, he put a video out a couple days ago. They got this little gold down here. I forget the exact what he called them, like an LG or something. And those are like $40 a pound. And I don't know how many of these boards or how many boards I have that have these chips like that on it. So I got to go through my boards again. I mean, for the most part, it's already pretty much, betterly separated. The better stuff is already up here of 50, 60 pounds. And then I've already have like boards that I have multiple of are on one bid and all the other miscellaneous stuff is in another. And then all the junk is out there. So I can cut out more of these however I can. I'd have to get a new blade. I mean, I got to cut this one out anyhow. And these are attached by screws, and my understanding is if they're attached by screws, if you're going to remove it, the aluminum or the heat sink, remove it. I mean, it still goes in as aluminum here. So that's an IC. This is an Artix, ARTIX, it's processor. So I would get this IC, that, maybe that one, a couple tantalums, black ones. That just goes in as aluminum. This whole backing right here is aluminum. That's steel. They're easy to take out. That works. See, but those ones are steel. So those will stay on the aluminum. Yeah. Has to set down later. Picture those bugs came from those damn trees. I mean, this is going to be at least a perfume board right here. Yeah, the last run I did with when I took all these other ones apart with all the aluminum stuff. I mean, I have the receipts here. I'm not going to dig out that exact one. As long as I keep the scrapping down to where I don't end up with a whole bunch of bins of like fluffy stuff. If I can have those bigger, I don't know, they're probably 60-gallon tubs. If I can have those be 60 pounds each, 70 pounds each. I mean, anything, I mean, over that, I can still lift it into the Ford Escape. But if I can have them loaded out here with that instead of like 20 pounds of just fluff, oddball, something, just a bunch of steel, just takes up a lot of room, doesn't weigh a lot. Now, if I can go with 50, 60, 70 pounds of brass, a bunch of wire, most of my trips I'm hitting over $100. Last couple that I've done was about 150. And I did 2 in one day. One was 142, the other one was like 146. And get some all the way all around this damn thing. So I was out here, I was just sitting on the couch, you know, earlier, and kept hearing this ting, bing, like, I don't know, maybe a chipmunk had got in here, was running around, just hitting little things and making sound. And I heard it like 10 times. What the? It's going, I don't know what it is. And it has like a hollow, thin metal sound. Couldn't figure it out. So I'm just standing here, just watching birds and you know, on the patio right here. And it goes ding ding, and there's 2 of them that go off. Well, it's those aluminum, those Bud Light, the big Bud Light aluminum bottles with the twisty still on it, but they were crushed a little. So the sun is hitting them, heating it up, because you know particles need room to move, and any movement of any particle causes heat. And more heat can induce pressure, right? So we know how that works. Had me baffled for about an hour today. I'll tickle down the butt when I figure it out. All right. Aluminum. And this one may be too. Yep. But those are steel. Those will stay on there. But this whole piece, this whole backing. So this just frame right here, that's steel. But this whole backing is also aluminum. What if we get rid of tree debris? And of course, the nice gold boards. Except for that doesn't look like tree. That looks like tobacco. It looks like cigarette. So yeah, sometime gotta go through these better boards and cut out those what do you call them? LG chips? I don't know how many. I mean, will I have $20? Oh yeah, I'll have $20 for it. Will it take a couple hours? Yeah, that extra money right there. Look at that whole nice one. So this, I do have a couple more of them. This is all just ribbon cable. Kind of, pretty much. But this is a gold connector. Ribbon cable. Ribbon cable. That kind. Then I'm curious what's underneath all that. Yeah, give me as much junk and goop and glue you can. Well, you can see that. That's a good board. Single-sided. UltraSound medical flat screen. And none of this is nothing I could take off. So that's got to go like that. So next thing is I don't want to sell this as aluminum with that whole board on like that. I could. But that's just being a dick. I mean, if it was just all this plastic was still on here, yeah. But if that screen has to stay on after I take this plastic off, and the screen's staying on. That's metal too. We go like that. Um, 2 pounds aluminum. $1. But it's better than steel price. Better than plastic price. So one thing I forgot to do yesterday, I took one of those other frames out or apart, was to get these out. These are brass, go mostly all the way down. And the place up here for brass, yellow brass, red brass you can separate, but if you don't, they'll still buy it as that. White brass, dirty brass, clean brass, plastic paint, don't matter, $2.10 a pound. I mean, your dirty, your ones that have other metals can't be like heavily contaminated, but it's not much. Well, I mean, my brass container, I switched containers though. I got one at a thrift store. Chances are stainless, but just going as that. I want to extract that. I don't want it because it's a spring. Yeah, it's just going to go like that. They're not missing out. They're not getting burnout on it. Damn, yo. I guess I can sort some of those boards. Yeah, just have some like little razor scooters. Or by the dumpster, I'm not gonna throw them out. Maybe if one of the kids comes walking by, I'd be like, "Hey, have you seen my razor scooter?" And I'll be like, "Hey, yeah, I got two of them. Don't leave them by the dumpster. Here you go. Got them back." Lesson learned, kiddo. Those are those CDs, huh? I'm gonna put a couple different ones in. That's an anti-flag. All right, so this is all RAM and Wi-Fi cards. That's all RAM. I don't know, pound of RAM. $10 ounces, 9 ounces. I mean, it's probably $30 in RAM. That's probably $40 right there. Hard drive and other types of laptop hard drives and those types of boards. SATA. No, this is all SATA. Anything that's a SATA connector is in here. So what I want to do, since I watched that board sort, watched James. Oh yeah, so this thing here, this is filled with. I've got a bunch of breakers, probably 50 something that need to be broken. And these are the arms from them. And I have another smaller jar in here that I can pour into here. So these are all the real small ones, the real small switches. These are the bigger ones in here. All those. Those got to get all broke down sometime. Real small one. I have to keep that out technically. Actually, I got to keep this open, let that moisture out of it. Put that right outside. Yeah. Let the sun hit it for a while. Sunshine on my shoulders. I don't think that spring's supposed to be on there. So this is one that I've done. It doesn't have any of those things. So all these are going to be gold coating of some sort, or just a better or blue board. So this, I don't remember taking that chip off. Most of these are going to be laptop motherboards. I could do that. Oh no, that was for a. This one I just kept because it's got the RAM slot. That was nice taking apart a computer monitor. Yeah, you can see the gold on that. Take apart one of those UltraSound monitors, and you have RAM. These, I don't remember. But I know I took it apart at one time. Yeah, I don't know what kind that is. I mean, it's not one of those IG chips what James was talking about. Yeah, so at least these will be easy to determine. I mean, I looked at all of them. I'm looking for those ones that have a little gold chip thing. That right there. Out of another ultrasound machine. Negative on those. Nice board on that. That's just in there because it's blue, and these should be finger cards, except this one. Finger cards. Graphics card. I think that was a 480 GTX. Was it? No, I forget. I think those are the ones I'm looking for, ones like that. Yeah, I mean, I can't do anything with this. Now that I found one, let's see how easy it is to remove. So any of them that are blue or that are really good, really interesting looking, I don't think there are any blue ones. There is one. And it's just how I'm doing it. So it's getting separate these ones at least. So that. And I know I got plenty more of these. Yeah. Those are $40 a pound. Or 60 or 80, however much it is. What? Oh, yeah, because I haven't processed these down yet. That's why. I was like, why is that? Like this one right here. Pop that off. Get that IC out of that. This is stuff that just needs processed down. Those are better boards. They have some gold on, a little bit of gold on them. Gonna process those down. So that's just a regular one. This one is better than that. So what can I get from this? This IC. That one. That one. That one. That one. All right, so now we can go outside. Outside? Yeah, I have a bunch, and then there's a whole other ones. They have a different one it's got a plate over it, and the heat sink, and then underneath it, I believe, are smaller ones like this. I probably have about 40 of those boards. So those cans are still popping out there. Deal with that one later. All right, so I know that these are good. I mean, as much as I can get them. The rest of the life. Hey! These are more blue ones. Better gold. These dark colored ones. I mean, just so many interesting things in circuit board wise. What goes into stuff makes the stuff work. Still smell that damn tree. That's not got anything on it. So it's a telecom board. Not on that. I mean, most of this stuff is not going to have. A lot of this is going to be gold boards, high population boards. These ones here, kind of like those other ones. Well, those ones are longer than this one. Oh, they're not the same ones. This is from a gateway, like a Wi-Fi gateway. There's another chip under there. Yeah, don't worry about that. So these bigger boards are going to have the processors. So this is a control panel for a lot of UltraSound machines. They come out on big wheelie carts. This is the big control panel. Little dialing stuff for hue and sharpness and all that. And it's going to have that big ball and all the little keypads and the little buttons. That's what this was from. Here's one. So I don't know what that is. Texas Instruments. I mean, I believe that they're still around, make stuff. So at least want to get that one. 2005. I mean, all these look like they can't be removed, but I don't know how easy that is. I mean, same thing on how I figured out this one isn't too bad. You know, these aren't too bad to remove. I'll probably change my blade. If it wants to come up like that, cool. See, I don't know if each of these like that would be the same type of scenario. I mean, I don't see any on these. What I think would be wise, it would behoove me to take them off of any boards that I have, especially if they're even $20 a pound. Well, I gotta finish processing that out there. Those I gotta look at. So that would make more sense. Any of the bigger chips that have gold, I mean, I'll at least cut them out. And even if they're like, no, we're gonna put that in as an IC chip. Then so be it. It's cut out. I'll get paid more for it. But I don't think these ones are going to come up. Because that's usually integrated in the board pretty good. But those are the ones I have the gold. Oh, that's so spicy. So, I mean, there's some real smaller ICs on there. I'm not pressed about those. No more gold. Or no more gold chip things. Man, I don't see any big chips. Yeah, this is another board. The entire thing is copper. All the way through. I mean, it's pretty heavy. And then there could be some, probably something like this, or will be silver contacts in there. Batteries taken out. You can see all the gold, right? So this is like this board. Just a little different version of it. And I have enough room to do all this. Put everything, notes of what I need away, of what I don't need away. Yeah, because I've got other chips in here. I don't know what that gold is on the back of that. Yeah, those are done. Definitely need more room. That won't be happening for a while. So no bigger chips. That copper will stay on there because I'm going to get more for this board than I am for what that copper is worth. Not much on this one. I believe that those, I don't know. I don't think those are. This is Canada. That's how I see. I think I'm kind of glad I'm going through these again. Just when I thought the fight was over. Throw a lot of nice gold in there. And I believe I already took that off. I'll do it again just in case. Because, you know, I wasn't looking for those chip thingies. And that's true, too, what James said. Take those off. But it's already a gold board, as it is anyhow. So you're not going to get anything more exciting underneath it. These are from GPS. I got, I don't know, 20 of these. Xbox controller. Remote control. Nothing else on here. A little gold trim board. No doubt on that one. Yeah, another identical board. Got a bunch of these. I don't know if these gold resistors or what these are. That's actually what they are. I mean, they look gold for sure. It's dipped in the copper, kind of copper painted color. Nothing on that. Bunch of contacts and buttons and silver and stuff. Another identical board. And even these little bumper things. Oh, those are light. Got a bunch of these. GPS, OBD2 GPS things. There you go. Oh, in there. So there's one of these I have. This thing is off. But it's like ceramic. Gold boards, got a handful of those. Memory card reader slots. Another one. Nada. That's a SATA connection. SATA connector thing. So some of these are just they have gold on them, or they may be just it's a matter of question. Because they'll go through most of these. My understanding is they'll go through your little question you bring them. How did I miss that? Oh, because if this one doesn't want to come up easily, if it's like that small, I'm not going to bother. That's bright blingy gold. That's from remote control. Oh, the other telecom board. And a whole bunch of these. Oh, Ricky Ticky Taffy out there. Well, those weren't counting there. Oh, I want to get those. I thought I'd done process all this down as the guy just ran out of patience. Here's part of my collection of those. I mean, these shouldn't have any big chips, those LG chips on it. It shouldn't. Most of these are going to be all of the exact same kind. Negative. Few more. No, 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 no. A couple pieces of tantalum in one of those. I'm not going to bother with. That goes in the connector end. Most of these are going to be smaller boards. Yep. Can't get anything else for that. I gotta process that down. Process that down. Did you just say Perry Reese? Like the Perry Reese map? That reminds me of the Phineas map. So it reminds me of Phineas and Ferb, which then reminds me of that one guy Phineas who had that steel pole go straight through his freaking skull and he lived. Way back in, I don't know, 1800s or something. There's a little tiny one right there. But I can. Do I have to re-go through all these? I mean, I probably already took it all. Let's see if I did. This is the one that has 4. Look at that. I mean, that's a little bit of money missing right there. forget what that blue stuff was. Oh yeah, finishing this up. And nothing on that. You click this, get that little bit of copper. Where my little slips are now, probably underneath all this. I don't know where they're at. That means I'm not going to get a nice flush cut. I can just try to do that. And I just get tossing that bin. These I can try to get that little bit of silver out of that. I'm just not going to bother. Get gold on that. Silver on that one. There's a couple of small ICs on here. They actually really aren't worth the time, but I'm done now. Yeah, these ones are just way too, not, to me, not really worth the time, but all this nice gold on that. Choo, choo, choo. I don't think there's anything else on this board. These ones I've done one over. Oh, that's the Xbox. We'll go connect it. You did not really want to be processing these again, but you said I watched Scrapitall's video on circuit boards and stuff, and he pointed out those, and I thought that there was something up with that because these were, some of these, especially the boards that are outside, and much better chips on them. Like, man, they have to be worth something a little more. I mean, not like this, but the ones that have the little gold markings on them. And he told a convincing enough tale to where I'm like, yeah. And then I looked up how much these LG chips are. Only $40 a pound. I'm like, yeah, I'll process again. This guy's talking about Ohio. I mean, you'd think that each of these I guess this is the only one. I don't know about any of these other components. Those ICs can stay on there. So there is no gold at the end of any of that. The telecom board, I cut out all the ICs, took off all the tan one. So now we're back to this. Yeah, that's probably not what I want to do. Too many things coming up, popping at me. Yeah, nothing else really on that one. These boards here, so 1, 2, 3. Oh, 4. The finger cards are not $40 a pound, so still got 2 people here. All right. Welcome to the non-exciting Trick and Pony Show. I don't know if those are. I don't think they are because they really don't come up the same way. Nothing else on this board. That coil stays on. Yeah, shoot. Oh, God. Got the mission at hand. Oh, it popped right up. That was nice. Thanks, buddy. It's always the one that got away. I don't think all that was supposed to happen. But, those are those ones. Let me double check those boards again. The laptop ones. Not the laptops. But the other boards. Yep. Yeah, this. This one being a real PETA. Yeah, I think that one's just more heavily integrated. I mean, I like to get it, but it's also in with the aluminum. I mean, I probably could go get that other bin. I know I got a bunch of boards in there that probably have those processors on there. Oh my god, there's just so much little piles of just little bits of debris and it's all added up. It's all over. Yeah, nothing in comments. A couple people that are here, cool. That's what I did. I should probably get some eBay work done. All right, thanks.